We are back for race 2 in the Clio Cup Series in week 4. I have Rhett in the booth with me today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Ready to see if we get some new guys up top like we did yesterday.
Yeah, we will see. Yesterday, um, Evan Ethel won the race, and we will see what type of qualifying we get today as we're waiting for cars to hit the track. Who will be the first one
Yeah,
to
we
get?
saw yesterday that qualifying was a big factor in the race, and there wasn't as much movement because the track is kind of hard to pass on, but it all come down to this qualifying session.
Yeah, it's gonna be important to come out on the track and have some space and not be cluttered with drivers around you, so you can get a solid qualifying run. No drivers have hit the track yet, as we are still waiting. And here we come. Now we see Colin Pierce, Morningstar. So Colin Pierce, your first one out on the track.
Yeah, Colin had a good run of it yesterday. In the top four, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he definitely had a great run. He is currently 10th in the standings. He lost 2 positions, believe it or not, um, with the updated standings from yesterday's race. Evan Ethel is tied for 8th in the standings. He moved up 4 positions. That win definitely helped him. Killmonger moved up 3 positions. He is 3rd in points. And Brett Sawyer still is the leader by 49 points heading into this one. Evan Ethel has not come out onto the track yet. See your points leader, the number 32. We have 6 minutes left in qualifying.
Yeah, we saw yesterday the first, because of how long the lap is. The first lap was pretty much everyone's best time. We didn't really see much movement after on the second qualifying lap.
Yeah, that is right. We didn't see no movement. So this first lap here is going to be extremely important for a lot of these drivers. Tyler Grims has not come out onto the track yet. DJ Hume, Chris Andrews. What is it? Oh, he did come around once already. So Pierce is on his first lap around. What type of lap can he put together? He seems to be in good position to lay down a good time here.
Yeah, nice spread here. Looks like he might be able to get a little bit of an effect being behind this other driver in front of him. But yeah, plenty of space for him to lay down his own lap.
We'll see what type of time Morningstar puts together as well. As they're rounding around the last few turns. Morningstar with the fast time. He's on top of the leaderboard right now. Nelly moves up to 5th. Killmonger lays down a solid time. 2 minutes, 4 seconds, .198. Mitchie O'Brien to the top of the leaderboard. Rhett Sawyer second. What a time by the number 40. Look at Ani on second. He jumps to second on the board. And Rhett's third, Morningstar fourth, Vasquez fifth for right now. We still have a few more cars that have to cross the stripe. Evan Ethel, yesterday's winner. What type of time will he lay down? And he is in 13th. A little under 2 minutes in qualifying. Well, Mitchie O'Brien with a great time. Tyler Grims hasn't crossed yet. As he crosses the line now. 18th.
What a great run by Mitchie there, getting that sub 204.
Yeah, great time. He's currently tied in 8th in points. He moved up 3 positions in the standings after yesterday's race. So this is definitely a great qualifying run for Mitchie. Well, this time holds as we're under a minute.
Yeah, it looks like times are improving again on that second lap.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all. As all these drivers are. There might be a big fall off in that the second lap, you know, on tires. Because this track is very demanding on tires for sure. As this time has expired, so we're just waiting to see who else needs to cross. And if there'll be any improvements. Gunny gets into the top 10. So he improved his time. We'll see if anyone else can improve their time here. That might be it here as we're waiting for a few more cars to cross that line. It looks like Mitchie O'Brien is going to be your pole winner heading into race 2. The Brew Crew has been having some pretty fast cars as of late in this series.
Yeah, we got 2 Brew Crew drivers in the top 5 and 2 Lost City cars as well.
This looks like this could be it here. As we start seeing some cars heading into the pits. And that is it. Qualifying is over. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. We are ready to get this one going. As that green flag waves and we are underway. Michi with a great jump on the start of this race. As you see a few cars battling for position. There's Kyle Storm in the inside of the 21. Rhett Sawyer trying to take a spot away from Morningstar. Rhett Sawyer moves up to third. Morningstar is behind him. The 21 of Killmonger trying to take his spot back away from Storm. And he is successful at regaining his position.
It looks like Michi was able to hold on to the better start today and hold on to the top spot after the start.
Yeah, he did a good job holding on. Now as in yesterday's race, as the race, we got deeper into the race, some drivers definitely started to fade. We'll see if we'll see the same today.
Yeah, it's definitely a track we saw a lot of back and forth on.
There's Mitchie trying to break the draft from the 73. Rhett Sawyer all over the 73, trying to look for an opening. Nobody dives in into the turn. But nobody's pulling away from each other. It is extremely tight, 1 through 10, probably 1 through 15. So one bad move is gonna cost you. The track is a little warmer than yesterday, but not by much, 113 degrees. Definitely another sunny day here. But she continues to hold on to the lead. He's doing what he can to try to pull away, but it's only by a few car lengths. As Ani is keeping him close. Well, we have plenty of time left in this one.
Squibbles keeps poking his nose out a little bit to look for an opening, but he hasn't went for one yet.
I think eventually drivers will get impatient here and will start trying to make a move.
Yeah, someone's going to eventually make a dive here.
Morningstar with the fastest lap in the race. He took a look into the inside, but nothing there, not yet. Weezy moves up. Well, he's trying to move up right now. He's battling Evan Ethel, which didn't have a great qualifying. So he started like 15th, I think it was.
I think it was 14th.
And Rhett Sawyer makes a move, moves up to second here. Now Morningstar's trying to overtake the 73. So Rhett Sawyer put on a move, and now Morningstar seems to be falling back and pretty fast.
Yeah, he tried to make a move for the opening Rhett created. Unfortunately, he left himself open on a bad line there.
He is down to 6. Might be set. Oh, now he gets back in line. He lost 2 positions. Now Rhett Sawyer has his sights set on the number 40. We saw in yesterday's race, the leader really couldn't pull away from everyone else.
That battle did open up almost a second gap, though, but we'll see if he can stay in touch and pull everyone back in line.
Ani's in 3rd, Killmonger 4th, Kyle Storm in 5th. Let's do a rundown of your current top 10. Mitchie in 1st. Rhett Sawyer in 2nd. Ani in 3rd. Killmonger running 4th, having a great race. Kyle Storm in 5th. Morningstar lost a few positions. He's currently in 6th. Chris Del Rowe in 7th. Doug Britton having a good run in 8th. TJ Hume 9th. And Javier Vasquez rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, I think it's good. Del Rio was top 4 yesterday, and he's back in the top 10 again today. So looks like
Yeah,
he's making a consistent change.
he's been definitely running well as of late. He's currently 12th in the standings. We'll see if he can gain a few more spots before this race ends. It looks like Rhett is closing in slightly. Half a second now. He's definitely closing in.
Yeah, he's hanging on in the turns and catching up on the straights.
We saw this yesterday. You know, the leader would get a second lead, second and a half, and then he just couldn't hang on, and the second place car would catch him eventually.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with there not being a ton of passing or battling areas on the track. So when moves get made behind him, uh, they aren't taking they're getting sorted out pretty quickly. So they're not able to really break the draft and break away.
Yes. And Rhett Sawyer is almost there. Ani's right behind him. So the top three have created some separation. But I wouldn't count the 21 out or that 81. They might be able to catch up to those top three there. Especially if the top three start battling a lot for position, which eventually they will.
Yeah, it's going to take one dive by Oni to slow him and Rhett down a little bit, and Killmonger will be right there.
This would be a great win for the 40 and the Brew Crew, as they have yet to win in this series, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yes, they have one win under their belt. So this would make two for the Brew Crew if Mitchie can get into victory lane here.
Yeah, Killmonger got him a win race 2 of week 3. He almost had it in week 1 as well, but lost it on the last lap to Rhett.
So can they make it 2 wins this season? Ani looked to the inside of the 32, but there was nothing there. That door closes quick, so if you're going to make a move, you cannot hesitate.
It's going to be hard to get around the leader here. There's not very many turns or passing locations that favor a car on the outside, and the leader Mitchie keeps getting in on the inside to block the pass.
Yeah, he's doing a great job in blocking and just not opening the door for the 32. Because the 32 is all over in his rearview mirror. He knows that, so he cannot make a mistake here. And look now, as we can see, Killmonger has caught up to the top three. And right behind him is Kyle Storm. And Morningstar's not too far away as well. So you cannot count any of these drivers out, because one mistake here can change a lot here towards the end of this race. And who's going to make the first move? Eventually someone has to make a move if they want a chance to win this race. to the point of this race where tire wear is coming into play here. Which drivers manage their tires a little better? Can Rhett Sawyer get to this tire to the 40? He's doing everything he can. Ani's still holding on to that third. As a team, you want to finish in the top 3 just to get that little extra money into your bank account.
Yeah, this series has a bit of good boost for the podium positions, and so finding a driver consistently up there is something you want to do.
Yeah, you definitely want a consistent driver in this series. But it seems like, teams are starting to figure out this car a little bit, as you can tell by the different drivers in the top 10. As we are at the 10-minute mark left. 10 minutes left for this race.
Yeah, there's definitely not as much separation as there was early on in the season. The races are getting closer with all the teams. It's definitely, seeing who can get the better runs in qualifying or find the right space.
Yeah, the competition's going to get harder and harder as we go. And you could tell by this race because everyone's so close. Everyone's just waiting for someone to make a mistake here. And yesterday's race, it seemed like more drivers took a few more risks. Drivers seem to, learn that from yesterday. Maybe more hesitant to make these moves. And like you pointed earlier, I mean, it is extremely difficult to make a pass here. Everything has to work out right in order for you to make that pass. As you see, Red, he tried to look at the outside, back to the inside, nothing there. Mitchie continues to block him any way he can.
Yeah, he keeps getting close, but Mitchie keeps taking that inside away from him. Hard to get around the outside here.
Brett's going to have to figure something out because time is starting to run out here. Brett's looking to get his 4th win of the season. But Mitchie's trying to get his first. Can't forget about Ani. He is lurking there in 3rd. As you saw Kyle Storm get a little wide there. Ani looks to the inside of the 32. Morningstar took a dive, but nothing happened. Weezy makes a move. He moves up to 14th. So some drivers are gonna start taking some chances here. That's the only way you're gonna attempt some of these passes. Weezy trying to hold on to that 14th. But he cannot. And now Gribbs might try to make the pass there, but gets back in line. Looks like Mitchie has a few car lengths on Rhett. He's had a solid race. Has a half-second lead on the 32 and a second lead on the 73. And this is the part of the race that you definitely want to try to pull away if you can.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the field is just getting a little bit more spread out than yesterday. Not that they're getting detached from anyone, but there's just not as many openings.
And the 40, sorry about that, but the 40 got loose there, and Rhett almost had an opening there.
Tires played a little bit, are starting to go a little bit here.
Yes, definitely. The 40 pushing it a little too hard, got a little loose. And the 32 almost had an opening. And here we go. We started to see some more moves. Here comes Del Rowe, moves up to 6. Drivers know there's not much time left. They got to make some moves here. Looked like Ani had a chance there. Doug Britton, he's making a move. He moves up to 7th. Morningstar continues to fade. And there's Javier looking to get by Hume. And Humes was in a bad spot for a second. But drivers are starting to make some moves here. Some drivers might not have much tire left.
Hume got a little lucky there. That's the spot where we've seen drivers get caught out for multiple losses here. But he was able to find a gap to get back in line quickly.
Morningstar down 4 positions. He's trying to hold on to a top 10 here. Richie O'Brien still having to deal with Rhett. As we have 4 minutes left, we're probably looking at maybe 3 laps here. 3-4 laps left in this race. Ani with the fastest time. Pretty close to that 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Man, fast lap. He laid down 2:04.187.
Yeah, I think we have 2 more. This lap plus 1 more. We're running about 2:05 right now, so we crossed over right about 4 minutes. So I think we only got 2 laps left.
So about 2 more laps to make a move, and there goes Ani in the inside. Can he make it stick? And he is side by side with Rhett now. This is his opportunity. This is going to help the 40 pull away. And he cannot make the pass. He had a chance. Now he has to deal with Killmonger. Killmonger could take 3rd. Killmonger would love to get on the podium. And he takes 3rd away from Ani there.
Yeah, getting set up on the outside there is not the move to make, because turn 3 really favors the cars on the outside that can take a run on the straight.
So Ani loses that podium. The Brew Crew could get 2 cars on the podium. That would be a good boost for them.
Yeah, I'm sure their team bosses over there are happy to see Killmonger making the 2nd Brew Crew car in the podium position right now.
Now he just has to hold on for a few more laps.
You know, the Brew Crew is telling Killmonger to get up there and put pressure on Rhett to take pressure off Mitchie.
Yeah, because if they start battling for second there, it opens a, you'll be able to extend his lead a little bit. Right now, there's a little gap between first and second and third. Can the 21 close that up here in the next few laps? But there's not many laps left because we're about to. This is gonna be the last lap in the race, most likely. And this will be the last lap right here. As we cross this line with less than 2 minutes left, and each lap, like you said, is about 2 minutes 4, 2 minutes 5 seconds. So this is the last lap of the race. So the 40 just needs to hold on here, not make a mistake, and bring it home.
Yeah, Rhett hasn't been able to close the gap this time like he has the previous laps. So Mitchie's looking nice out front.
Right now it's Mitchie first, Rhett second, Killmonger third. As we're already halfway through this course. Can Sawyer find any type of speed here and have a chance to make a pass? He definitely is closing it a little bit. He is running out of time. He's giving it all he has here. But man, Mitchie, he put together a great race.
Yeah, he's been out there wire to wire so far, and has to be proud of that.
As we go around the last few turns, we see the 84. He made a pass, moves up to 6. Rhett is right there, almost on his bumper there. I thought he had a little opening there. As we have some battles there for 8th and 9th. They go around the last turn. And Mitchie O'Brien wins in week 4, race 2. And puts the Brew Crew on the podium. Rhett Sawyer in second. And Killmonger in third. So Brew Crew with 2 cars on the podium. That's a great day for them.
Yeah, you got to be happy about that when you can get 2 podium cars in a series that heavily favors podium finishes.
Yes, this is definitely a great run for them today. A good boost, teams are a little tight for funds right now, so this is definitely a great time. To get a little extra cash in that bank account for sure. Plus, these drivers want to win this Clio Cup championship. This is not gonna be an easy championship to win because of the amount of races we have and how tight the competition is. This is gonna be a very difficult series to win the championship in. I mean, right now,
Yeah.
the 32 is pretty dominant, very consistent. He's gonna be holding on to this lead.
Yeah, I think he earns himself a bigger gap after today's race. Another second place finish for him.
Yeah, because go ahead.
But no, I lost it there.
So, yeah, well, Doug Britton is in second in the points and Killmonger third. But I'm gonna let Rhett Sawyer finish this off, and I'll be signing off.
Well, big congrats to Brew Crew. Great race today. It's a track that favors getting out front early, and Mitchie did his job and held on strong. Good battles here with Oni battling Rhett and Killmonger. Great season so far by Killmonger. He's definitely looked like one of the top drivers in the series. His third podium of the year. Hasn't finished outside the top 10. Excited to see what's more to come. This is only race 8 of 26, I believe, so there's still plenty of time. Got a couple more progression windows to come. Still plenty to look ahead for. Let's see what we're looking ahead at week 5. And here in the Clio Cup, we are going to the Nürburgring. Should be a good track. Is known for some good racing. So we'll see what we can do. See what the drivers can put up there. Someone's got to start closing the gap on Rhett, though, as he extends his lead here. But shout out to the Brew Crew for their double podium today and a really good win by Mitchie. Well, looks like we had a couple cars miss the pit here. Taking a joyride, Killmonger enjoying his podium finish. Killmonger bounced back from a 15th yesterday, so good race by him. Again, big congrats to Mitchie, first one of the season. Had some ups and downs so far, but this is a step forward and time to see what you can do for over the next couple weeks. After the Nürburgring ring in week 5, we go to the Red Bull ring in week 6. Red Bull is a very short track, fast, lots to space to make moves. Couple more tracks for the team owners to take a look at and try to help their drivers get better progression going towards the second half of the season. Still plenty of time here. And then up next here shortly, we got the 1987 series taking tracks over in Kentucky. I believe we said yesterday. No, Bristol. It's Bristol. 1987 series going to Bristol for the first time. Short track racing. Gotta love that, and especially such an iconic track like Bristol. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everybody coming out, and we'll see you at the next race.